family, I'm getting y'all messages. Y'all, let me tell you something. It is 3:45 in the afternoon. I ain't done a motherfucking thing. I ain't done shit. I done went to sleep. I done woke up. Y'all, and then let me tell y'all another goddamn thing. How about one of my exes reached out to me on Facebook? Now, you know, I know this is probably some shit I shouldn't say, but my ex is incarcerated. Um, he's incarcerated for murder. Okay. And, I'm not going to give his name or nothing like that. I never do that. But, we went together in high school. And shortly after high school, we talked and all that. You know what I'm saying? And then I had met Tony. And when I met Tony, boom, it was a wrap. And see, the thing about it is he comes from a blood background, and my brother was a Crip, so it just never really worked, you know what I mean? And then my father didn't really particularly care for him because he was hood. He was hood in a motherfucker. And so he reached out to me a couple of days ago. Now, his best friend from high school, he always comment on my Facebook and stuff like that all the time. And so me and him are Facebook friends or whatever. And so I had been asking him, have you talked to your boy? He was like, no, because they had given him 25 to life, right? And so I was asking him just a couple weeks ago, have you heard from your boy? He was like, no, I hadn't heard from him, blah, 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 blah. And, Tina, he ain't gonna never see the light of day. We was talking about it. And so, needless to say, was it Saturday or Sunday? One of those days, y'all, out the blue, I got a friend request on Facebook from him. Tripped me out. I mean, completely, because I'm like, how the fuck you got a cell phone? You got a cell phone? Well, see, they do have cell phones in prison. My brother got one too. So they got cell phones in prison, but I didn't know that, this motherfucker got this nigga got 4G network, and he on my motherfucking YouTube and all that. I'm tripping. Anyway, so he reached out to me, and so that what he was into. I mean, we had a childlike love affair. 12th grade. Went from 12th grade on to, I think, probably like my first year of college or something like that. Hell, I met Tony when I was like 19. So, it was very short-lived. It wasn't long at all. You know what I'm saying? So, let's see. I met Tony in 92. How old was I? About 19? I don't know. But me and him, we went together the last couple of months before high school ended. And then we carried on until about 90, 91, something like that. But we were going in two different directions because, my father didn't play that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And so, I was prohibited on seeing him and stuff like that. Then we would sneak around. He would come over at night. We'd go swimming in the pool and, and all that kind of old bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Out there skinny dipping and shit. Both of us was fat motherfuckers. You know what I mean? But, we used to do little shit like that. And so when his incident happened, I remember seeing him like a day or two before that. And he was like, well, Tina, I want you back, blah, 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 blah. And I was telling him then, I can't be with you because you ain't trying to be positive. I'm trying to go to college. I'm trying to do some things. You out here still in the street trying to serve, nigga. How you still out here selling dope? I mean, for real. And then my brother was on what he was on, and so my brother wasn't feeling, I mean, it was a bad motherfucking situation back then. So, I never forget, I was going to go get my NOR plant put in. And at that time, AirTouch pagers and shit was the shit back then. So my AirTouch was going off, just going off and shit. So I'm like, who the fuck is texting me? And it was my cousin. She had 911, 911, 911, right, for me to, get back at her. So I was at the health department because I didn't have any medical insurance at the time. So I was at the health department getting my NOR plan put in. And so I go to the phone booth and I call her. And so she said, girl, you're not going to believe what just happened. I'm like, what? Boop, de bop, bop, boop, just went to jail. And I'm like, what happened? He killed this guy at McDonald's. I'm like, oh my God. Y'all, it was dumb. It was so fucking stupid. It was stupid. And after that, I was just through. I was through because I was trying to tell him back in those stupid ass days, you need to do something with your life. And out here bullshitting and serving in the streets ain't gonna get it. You need to do something else. If you want my father to ever respect you, then therefore you need to get some act right, nigga. You ain't got none. I'm so glad. I'm so glad because I loved him. I really did. Our birthdays are on the same day. Only thing is he's 1970 and I'm 71. But our birthdays are the same identical day. And so for him to have reached out to me this past weekend, I was just blown away because I haven't heard from him since 90 something, early 90s when I got that phone call that he had went down on that bed, and it was all over the news. It was bad because it was bad what he done. And so but anyway, so he had reached out to me. So I was laying up here asleep a while ago, and so his best friend calls me up, and so he's like, have you talked to so and so? And I was like, well, last night he sent me a message and asked me for my number and stuff, and he was watching my videos on my Facebook. And so he was like, well, yeah, well, I gave that fool my number. He called me last night, and I was like, wow, for real? So we talking about it and all that. And I was telling him, I was like, well, you know what? I don't do the collect call shit. I don't do none of that. And I'm like, at one time in my life right now, I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm cool. After he did that, it was enough for me. And I think that was enough for me to move on with my life. I had just met Tony, and I wasn't gonna fuck up. Tony had his own place. He had a nice Chevrolet Beretta, red sunroof. I mean, and here I am, 19 years old, and I meet a man with a career. You know what I'm saying? At that time, Tony was like, I don't know, first couple. I think he was in the Air Force maybe 4 or 5 years or something. He was a little staff sergeant or a tech sergeant or something like that at that time. And I wasn't getting ready to fuck up my relationship with Tony for this misfit motherfucker. No, nigga, no, no, no. So I moved right along, and I was like, you know what? I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm cool. And so when he went down on that bed, that was enough for me to say, okay, look, he's completely out of my system. It's a wrap, blah, 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 blah. So fast forward now. So when my boy calls me today, and so he was like, well, Tina, and I was like, well, yeah, he sent me a Facebook message last night, and he was like, what I need to do, and and all this kind of stuff, and what I need to do. And I was telling his boy today, I said, you know what, that's some shit I just cannot touch. I can't touch that. I'm not getting ready to be down there at the motherfucking prison. You know what I'm saying? Them motherfuckers taking my underwire up out of my bras and all that. Fuck all that. I don't want no part of all that. I don't. I don't want nothing to do with that. I mean, I appreciate him reaching out. I wish him all the best, whatever. I still be cordial with him. But I'm not getting ready to do no care packages. I ain't finna send no money for no noodles. I ain't finna do none of that motherfucking shit. None of that shit at all. None of it. You know what I mean? You ain't finna send me, crunching tiger motherfucking pictures when the motherfuckers crunched all down and all looking all up. Fuck that. I don't want no pictures. I don't want no motherfucking pictures drawn up of me with no motherfucking M&Ms and all that other shit. I'm cool. 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 So, anyway, so that was one little side note. I guess that's just been on my mind here for the last couple of days. And plus my ears and shit been ringing and burning and itching and shit. So I know somebody talking about me. Probably his motherfucking ass. I don't know. But, I ain't finna get into that bullshit. Y'all, I mean, not saying that I'm above that. I really don't want to be like that, but no, nigga, no, 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 not doing it. So, that's one thing that's going on. Next thing is, y'all, it's so hot out here in California. I mean, it's so fucking hot. I mean, it's 108 right now. I was checking the news and shit. It's 108 degrees. It's so motherfucking hot. It's just too much. It's too much. You know, good thing is I cooked all that food on Sunday because when it get too motherfucking hot, it's time to pull out some motherfucking lunch meat like a motherfucker. Pressed ham, Miracle Whip, bread, cheese, half-inch slice motherfucking bologna and cinnamon rolls, whatever to get down is, roll with that, because I'm not motherfucking cooking. I'm not cooking, and it's too motherfucking hot. It's hot. You know, my dogs, they ain't even barking and shit, because them motherfuckers is hot. You know, I mean, it's just, mm-mm. No, 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 not doing that either. Um, Ken just calls me. He didn't have to work a 12-hour day today. He's been working from 6 to 6, so he just called me to tell me that he got off at 3:30. So he was like, "Well, what you doing?" I said, "Well, shit, I ain't doing nothing, shit. You know, well, come on over, whatever." So I'm gonna probably go over there and one of my girls, one of my new girls, subscribed to me today, and I was on her channel, and her and her boyfriend had did this relationship tag thing. And I'm like, oh my God. I said maybe I'll try to get Raggedy to do this with me, but I don't know because the argument had just get started, y'all. I mean, we'll be up on 2 or 3 notches. I mean, he'll be saying some things, I'll be saying some things. I'm gonna try it though. I'm gonna try it. And we're gonna see how far this fucking shit gets. I'm gonna try this shit. I'm gonna try to do it. My girl Mo, her dude done a thing I was watching yesterday, and it was something about big girls with insecurities and stuff like that, and something to the effect of Mo was saying they were talking about how men, feel that big women is insecure, and a lot of them, they do be having bachelor's and master's degrees and shit. And Mo was like, well, because ain't nobody really trying to holler at them, and they got more time to really concentrate on their schooling. And so I understood where she was coming from. I understood fully as to what Mo was coming from, because basically what she was saying is, and I got your message this morning too, Mama. Basically what she was saying was, um, women with lower self-esteem or something to that effect. They reach a different academic level because they have more time to concentrate. They ain't texting. Niggas ain't really trying to see them. They have more time to focus on their books and shit because what else they got to do? And so, I was watching that, Mama, and, I can't even make no comment. I can't make no comment because, see, motherfuckers will be right. Oh, how come she gonna say that and how come do... Fuck it, I'm gonna make a comment. Fuck it, shit. Cut my shit off, goddamn it. You don't like what the fuck I got to say. You know what I'm saying? I have to concur with some of that she was saying, because she was saying, now it's like, well, you know what? But in some instances, because like my sister, she just graduated with her master's, and but her personality is the complete opposite of mine. Complete opposite. She's very quiet, very soft spoken. My sister's only like 4'11". My sister's real little, 4'11", 4'12" at that. Yeah, she about 4'11", and she's very petite, little, wear little glasses. You know what I'm saying? And she is just, serious about her scholastics. Scholastics. I'm stuttering like a motherfucker. Whatever. You got what I'm saying. Scholastics. And she's very active in her church and stuff. And, my sister, she just, a man was never, though my sister was married and everything. And my sister lost her husband, though. But, and after the loss of her husband, she just dedicated her time to her 2 daughters. You know what I'm saying? My niece's birthday is September 11th. She'll be 25. And so, so my sister just primarily focused on her children. Lord have mercy. Did not talk about the NBA? Did I not talk about the motherfucking NBA today? Y'all, this is the guy that I used to talk to in the NBA. Watch this. Hold on. Hello? Hey, you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I don't even. I'm like 90. I'm not saying I'm 90% back in my school.
Oh, really? Where are you in the world? Where are you in the world?
Oh, you know I'm over here, Atlanta.
Oh, you in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
How's everything?
Everything's good. Everything's, you know, I'm getting back to the normal health again. You know, watching what I eat and all that other good stuff, you know. That's
Yeah.
it. You know, so I'm chilling. I'm
I
doing
see.
it. What's going on with you, love?
Well, everything is everything, baby. I can't complain.